knows it, but I'll do it for the new people on Instagram, okay? So my name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. Yes, I'm on 2 platforms at once. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer. I'm a business builder. Hello from Dubai. Nice to have you in the room tonight. What I teach you how to do is get the coins and the paper that folds and all of the money that you are missing, okay? They call me the late night business king in these streets because I teach people how to make money. Things that people keep from you. Some of you guys have paid thousands of dollars with other coaches and programs, and they still don't give you the information that I give you for the free 99 during the late night business show Monday through Thursday at 11:05 on Periscope. I think on Instagram I may try and do like a Tuesday and Thursday night for you guys. I haven't really decided when I'm going to be on Instagram yet, but I will definitely do some dual streams for late night business. All right. So I have helped 325 people so far create 6- and 7-figure incomes. I am an entrepreneur myself. I've been an entrepreneur for 7 years, been a small business owner for 10 years. January will be 11. I have a BA in finance and I have an MBA, and I specialize with creating targeted audiences on social media platforms and converting people over into buyers. So I help specifically with Snapchat, Instagram, Periscope, Facebook ads, and LinkedIn. So if you need help with that, push the little pimp and subscribe. If you're on Instagram, then follow me. I guess you have to leave the broadcast to follow me. I'm not sure how we would do that on Instagram. I don't know yet because this is my first live stream. So if somebody figures it out, tell me, okay? My general rule, if you're inside of here and if I say something that actually helps you guys, make sure you share this on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it with your other paid family members on Instagram. You guys just tell somebody to come and check me out, right? I don't think that they have a share button here. I was in somebody else's live stream yesterday and I was in someone else's tonight and I did not see a way that I could share, okay? Thank you, Wine Mistress. Thank you, Party Saver. Yeah, y'all, I'm really good at what I do. I've had 2 people in less than 7 days come back with $20,000 receipts for me. I had another one of my clients drop a $1,500 receipt the other night. Somebody else has done 14 courses since Black Friday. Then we had another young lady. She came in. She did $5,000 in the last 2 days total. So if you need help making some money, you're in the right place. And I do the late night business scopes. Hey, Prophetess Yolanda, what's going on, honey buns? I do these because I get tired of people being taken advantage of, right? So that is what I do these for. So if you are tired of being on the struggle bus, let's go ahead and get into it. Everybody give me housekeeping. I have one housekeeping. Yep, that's the money bell. There's that money bell. Hey, Black Business Live, click her name, click follow the arrow, then left to the left to come back. Boom. Thank you for that instruction. I appreciate that very much. Housekeeping. You love my accent? Blink, blink, blink. Well, thank you. Housekeeping. Hey, Lou, what's happening, honey? Hey, Counseling Spaces. Hey, Dynamic Daphne, how are you doing? What's going on, Pastor Michelle? You crept on in here on me, okay? Thank you for all the housekeepings, okay, you guys? So housekeeping tonight. This weekend on Saturday and Sunday, I have Facebook workshops. Saturday is the retargeting and pixel creation workshop. So in that, we're going to focus on creating retargeting. We're going to create retargeting campaigns. We're going to do pixels. We're going to talk about strategies. We're going to do some secrets to get people to convert when you're retargeting them. We also are going to create some audiences and some other good stuff like that. So if you want some help with that and you need understanding with that, you should come to that workshop, okay? If you understand that, but you are running Facebook ads and you're not sure if your Facebook ads are making you money or if they're losing money for you, there is a Facebook ads optimization workshop that is live on Sunday. In the Facebook ads optimization workshop, we teach you when to turn off the ad, when to keep it running, how much to spend in your budgets, how to calculate your CPC, how to calculate your acquisition costs, how to determine what your budget is for your ad campaign, how to determine your ROAS, how to figure out out your projected costs. We teach you how to do all of those sorts of types of things and how to actually create your targeted ad sets, which a lot of people do not know that you should actually be aiming for 250 to 750,000 people in most cases when you're running an actual Facebook ads campaign, and it will get you much better results and much higher conversion. So how to really get down to that. Hey, Pastor Mostella, what's going on? So anyway, so that is what we are doing on Saturday and Sunday. The workshops are on sale until I get off of Periscope tonight, okay? So that means you got about an hour to buy them at the sales price. After I get off of Periscope, they go back up to $225 per person, okay? Yes, they do come with replays. Yeah, when you take the workshop, they come with replays. We definitely email the replays out because it's a lot of information to consume. And sometimes, like, I'm one of those people, I like to re-listen to things, go back and take notes. And sometimes I like to pause stuff and I like to work along with it. So we do email out a replay from the workshops, okay? So that is the housekeeping for tonight. If you're interested in coming to that, you can register all the way up until Friday night at midnight, but the sale ends tonight. So if you want to get in on sale, go to bit.ly/FB Training 13, bit.ly/FB Training 13. Those of you who are on Instagram, that is the link in my Instagram profile. Everybody on Periscope, that is the second link in my profile on Periscope. Now, if you want some more free 99, I have a really cool club called Club Social. It's where we do, we give you guys free social media content and marketing tips and ideas, like completely free. They don't cost a thing. Go to AshleyAnnSpeaks.com, AshleyAnnSpeaks.com, AshleyAnnSpeaks.com. On Periscope, that is the first link in my bio. Instagram, you just got to remember it, okay? When you go over, click the free courses tab. If you click that, you will see 5 different free courses that you can sign up for. One is on branding. Another is Instastar, which teaches you how to gain thousands of real followers on Instagram, okay? Like in a month, okay? Gold Digger is probably my biggest success story of 2016. In February, she started with 350 Instagram followers, and now she has over 20,400 Instagram followers, all right? There's also Biz Boom, which is a free branding course that's over there. If you are an aspiring event or wedding planner, you can sign up for the wedding and event crash course. And then the 5th one, we do strategy sessions for the free 99, all right? So anyway, it is like they combine Periscope with Facebook Live. I don't know, because I feel like Facebook Live jacked a lot of the stuff that Periscope had going on. So yeah. So anyway, you guys, so if you guys need, if you want to take advantage of those free courses, they're really amazing. They used to be paid courses. I turned them into freebies so that they can help people out. So feel free to go over and hop on the list and join those. All right, now. Amanda said, I hate Facebook Live. Anything for the music industry. I mean, the things that I teach, they work for any industry that you're in. I just have that one special subset for the wedding and the event designers, because I own a wedding and event design company, on an event design production company. I've been doing that for January will be 11 years for me. I started consulting almost 7 years ago, which that will be in January, but my very first company was the event design and production company, and I've been killing it ever since, and it's one of my passions, and I don't plan on giving it up, and I'm really, really, really good at it. Yeah, like outstanding, like actually #1 in my state. So yeah, anyway, blink, blink, blink. So let's get into it for tonight, okay? Grab your pens, grab your papers, grab your notebooks, okay? Grab your recording devices, whatever it is that you use to take notes. Content is officially about to begin. If you know someone that needs this information, make sure you share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, invite your paid family members. Hey to everybody on Apple TV. Hey to all my Twitter viewers. Hey to everybody on Instagram Live tonight. What's going on to all the paid pimps, the paid posse, and the kingdom members? Thank you everybody for all of the hearts and the love that I am getting. My rule, if you know someone needs this information, don't be stingy, okay? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell a hater, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell a coworker, tell somebody on your team, tell a colleague, somebody in your upstream, somebody in your downstream. Tell somebody about me. Blink, blink, blink. Thank you for everyone who's sharing on Twitter right now and inviting all of your followers, and a couple of you guys are sharing on Facebook. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so tonight, y'all know I don't do Q&As very often, but last night the iPad mini was dying, and I gave you guys 10 tips, 10 things that you actually can do on Facebook that will convert people over. I was telling you guys how I made my first $100,000 with Facebook ads last night, and we ran out of time, and there were a lot of questions inside of the room, and I promised you guys that I would do a Q&A today. So that is what we are doing. So Instagram, you get lucky the first night that you're with me, I am doing an actual Q&A on Facebook ads. Yes, if you're on Instagram and you've never heard that bell before, that is my money bell. Whenever it rings, that is somebody who is actually buying like some type of product or signing up for a service or paying a deposit or something. My money bell is attached to my PayPal account. So every time it goes off, it's because I'm making money and not being egocentric. I really am at a point in my life right now where I make money constantly, even when I'm sleeping. So if you trying to get like that, make sure you ask some good questions tonight. Okay, blink blink. Okay, so let's do a recap if you weren't here. All right, I told you guys there are 3 main reasons that people do not buy your products when we are online. Okay, later is a liar. You're going back and forth. You're on Periscope and Instagram right now. There are 3 main reasons why people do not buy your products online. Okay, number 1, they don't believe your stuff is as great as you do, or they don't see the value in it. People are automatically hesitant because people have been scammed online so many times, and they feel like you have a major motivation to, of course, say your product is great, because they're like, you want my money, so of course you think it's great. Of course you're going to say it's good. You're not going to tell me your own stuff sucks, right? You're not going to tell me about the problems with your product or your service or whatever, or your clothing or whatever it is that you have going on. So and we're going to recap the 10, because the 10 are going to fix all of these things. Okay, so you have to make sure that you have testimonials. You have to make sure that there are other people trying your products and services. You have to make sure that there's actually recommendations, because 90% of millennials they value the opinion of others. They value referrals, they value reviews, they value what they have to say about products and services, and they're more likely to go with someone who has been referred to them. And I know y'all see this all the time. Give me a me if you have seen someone on Facebook, right? I see this literally every day. Someone on Facebook will get on and they'll say, hey, do you know a good musician? Hey, do you know a good carpet cleaner? Hey, does anybody know where I can buy this or that? Hey, do you know a good graphic designer? Hey, do you know someone who makes t-shirts, right? I see it every single day. People asking for services and products and companies and restaurants, and just asking for recommendations about everything. Right now, trying to plan my wedding. Yeah, I had 4 different people refer me today on Facebook, because they had people in their timelines on their friends list that were asking about wedding planners. Y'all, I'm sorry, I got something in my eyeball. Jesus. Get on out that thing. It's probably some glitter, right? So it happens every day, right? So we want to make sure that we're one of the people, whenever someone needs your service or product, that they're typing your name or your company name there to refer you out to people. But that people automatically trust you more whenever you get the endorsement from someone else saying you're great, right? This is a good person. This is an upstanding company. This is someone who's capable of doing the job. You've already overcome a hurdle instantaneously. Okay. Second reason people don't buy your stuff is they don't think it will work for them. People think that they have a special circumstance. They think that they have some unusual circumstance, or you don't know my boss, or you don't know my situation, or you're not where I've been at, and this just isn't going to work for me. Okay. Then the third thing that we have to overcome as small business owners and entrepreneurs is that we are not making enough offers. Now, there's a fine line. You don't want to be sell all the time, but you do want to let people know what industry you're in, your products, your services that you appreciate, referrals, those sorts of types of things, what you have coming up. Okay. And we're going to address how you do that as well, so that you're not annoying. If you've never done this before, you need to keep the 80-20% rule in mind. And that is 80% of the time you should be an informer versus a me former. If you remember, I told y'all there are 3 categories of people you should be in as a business owner, or anyone who's selling something on Facebook or on any social media app. To be honest, you need to either be a curator, an expert, right, or an enthusiast. Enthusiasts are people who are not necessarily professionals, but it could possibly be a hobby. Maybe you've had a lot of experience in it. It's something you've been doing your whole entire life, whatever you got going on. That's what makes you an enthusiast. You're really good at it, but you don't necessarily have any professional credentials or certifications or a degree or anything in it like that, right? So there are lots of enthusiasts. You could be a makeup enthusiast. You could be a food, right? You could be a food enthusiast. You could be a wine enthusiast. Those sorts of types of things that would make you an enthusiast. Okay. An expert is someone who actually has like a degree, a certification, or you have professional experience in that industry or, with that subject matter, and you've had a level of success. And I think experts, they say typically to be an expert, I can't remember, y'all, is it 7 years or 10 years? Somebody help me out. It's 7 years or the 10 years. Hey to everybody that just popped up on Instagram. It's either 7 years or 10 years. Can you be an enthusiast and still charge people like makeup, for example? Absolutely, Tiff. As long as you've disclosed that you're an enthusiast, and if your client is willing to pay for it because they want your work, absolutely, positively. Later is a liar is 7 years. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was 7 years or 10 years. What's going on, Steve? What's happening? 10,000 hours. I know it's 10,000 hours, but people get their 10,000 hours at different times. And remember, you have to have some type of level of success, you guys. You can't just have been doing something for 7 years, but if you've been sucking at it, then you would not be an expert, okay? And then curators, which are probably the coolest out of anyone on social media. Curators don't have to be experts. They don't have to be enthusiasts. They don't have to be good at any particular thing. They just need to be a knowledge base or a resource. So curators are people who collect large amounts of information about a subject. So you could be a curator about anything. Okay, you could be a curator about anything. You could be a curator about flowers. You could be a curator about home remedies. You could be a curator about hospitals, to the best hospitals to give birth in or something. I don't know, whatever niche it is that you want to talk about, whatever it is that's specific, you need to just start collecting information about it. Okay, whether it's photos, videos, interviews, blog posts, articles, write-ups, anything that's interesting to your audience and anything that adds value to them. You are the source of it. Now, as a curator, you can periodically drop affiliate links, or you can drop links for your own products and services. And if you get a super large audience as a curator, then people will pay you to get in front of your audience as well. So that's how most curators make their money. Okay, like U.S. News Report, they curate very well. Yep. Very good example. Hey, Mish, what's going on? Honey bunches of oats. Pastor Michelle, thank you for dropping that information. All right. If you guys do not know me, my name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer and a business builder. I scope Monday through Thursday at 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tips and tricks to help you catch the coins, paper that folds, and all the money you are missing, honey. So if you're into girls with southern accents and dimples and they wear eyelashes and go blink, blink, blink and teach you how to make money and all those shenanigans, make sure you subscribe. If you're here on Periscope, push the P pimp right there and subscribe. If you're on Instagram, then make sure you follow my page if you're not following, okay? And the next time you come back, bring a friend with you to view, all right? So if you guys are ready, are you ready for me to review the 10 things that actually work, the 10 things that I have been doing to make money on Facebook? I do want you to keep in mind that these 10 things are not the only 10, okay? These are just the 10 that I'm giving you for the free 99 and the 10 that actually have worked in helping me make money, all right? Thank you for all of the readies, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pretty appreciate it. Jesus, these names that come in on Instagram are kind of small. Hey, beautifully made 227. Hey, is that Shanetta Jameer? Hello, girl. If I mispronounce your name, tell me how to say it right. Hey, Be Glam. What's going on, honey? Hey, y'all. Hey, they're little. They're tiny compared to on Periscope. Everybody's huge. Hey, Rare for you. Thank you for that ready, okay? All right. Thank you, Black Business Live. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. You the bomb.com in here moderate for me. You better come through here and help me tonight. Yes, God. Yes, okay, Black Business Live. You better come through here and help me over here in Instagram. Lord Jesus. Hey, Black Small Business. What's going on, Honey Bunches of Oats? You love my content? Thank you very much, Sharonda. I appreciate it. Let's see. I had to come to pay though. Right. Okay. Okay, all right, you guys. So the 10 things that work, and we're going to review. And do not forget, this is a Q&A, so you guys can ask me whatever questions that you had last night. You can ask me whatever new questions that you get tonight, all right? So conversation is number one. Everybody forgets this, but this is extremely valuable. Hey, Mrs. Diddlejohn, nice to have you. What I mean by conversation, Facebook is the ultimate for conversation, all right? Why? Because people post their lives on Facebook. They tell you everything that you need to know about your clients. And this is very important when it comes to running Facebook ads. They tell you where they like to eat at. They tell you where they grocery shop. They tell you what they like to do on the weekend. They tell you what TV shows that they're into. They tell you where they like to vacation. You get to see how often they vacation. They tell you how many children they have. They tell you what school they're in. They talk about their professions. You know how old they are. Like literally everything you need to know about your clients or your potential clients. They put all of their business out. Okay. Now, if you are smart, you will get you a little notebook, right? And I write notes on my clients. This is how I become such an effective targeter. And so, through casual conversation, if you guys are coming, oh, thank you so much, JoJo. If you guys are commenting about a post, right, or a meme, or television, or something that just happened in pop culture, or in the news, or anything like that, just through regular conversation, you can find out the important information that you need to know about your clients. And you guys, if you listen, I tell you all the time, you sell by listening. You sell by listening. You sell by listening. People will tell you exactly what they are having problems with, what they are annoyed with, what their desires are. They will tell you what their challenges are. They will tell you how soon they want to fix them. They will tell you how much they are willing to pay for them. They will tell you how often they have tried to remedy this solution. I am not lying to you. Pay attention to your clients. If you are a new business and you're starting up and you don't have clients yet, then I need you to come up with an archetype. An archetype is an ideal client, okay? You need to literally like pick a name for this archetype, okay? How old is he or she? Where do they live? What do they do for fun? Do they have any children? How much do you imagine their income is? Okay. And you're going to go and find the people that match your archetype. And you're going to start to stock and chicken hawk those potential clients or your ideal clients, aka your target audience. You're going to stock and chicken hawk and interact with them and engage with them. So that way you can learn everything that you can about these people. So when you start to set up your Facebook ads, you can target the ads based on those specific parameters of those people, right? Because you're not going to have a lookalike audience to start with. You're not going to have a client base to start to upload into your Facebook ads. So you got to have something or some type of test market to get everything running to see how it works. Okay. Number two, everybody give me the twos. Two. Thank you, Pastor Michelle. Thank you, girl, for the twos. Thank you for the twos, everyone. Okay. Dose. Ain't nobody got no time for you, True Movement Inc. Hey, girl. Hey, what's going on? Hi, find your voice now. Happy to have you. Hey, Willow Sky Designs. I'm sorry. Nice to have you. Magic Show Shop. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Regina. I see you over here in Instagram land tonight instead of the Scoposphere, girl. What's happening, honey? What's happening? Okay. Number two. I told you guys you need to provide your buying info early in the cycle. You need to provide payment info and pricing info early in the cycle. Now, I'm not telling you to just automatically throw out the price sometimes before you've told people about the features or how amazing your product is or the benefits, okay? Because there are definitely people in the world, as soon as you throw out the price, they will shut down, right? And all of a sudden they stop listening to everything you have to say. You do want to make sure that you're telling people, hey, Wendy, nice to have you. You want to make sure that you are telling people about your product and your service, okay? But we do not want to have hidden fees and hidden surcharges. I talked to y'all about this last night. You are not AT&T, okay? You're not Sprint, you're not Verizon. Nobody feels like you are a need. I hate to bust your bubble. So AT&T can get away with charging you 15 random hidden fees, but you as a small business owner or an entrepreneur cannot do that to your clients. They automatically will turn away from you. Have any of you guys ever experienced this? You are going to buy something online and you put it in your cart, and then all of a sudden when you get to the cart, they hit you with some random tax, then they hit you with some random processing fee, then they hit you with the shipping fee, then there's some weird packing or restocking fee or something like that, and then they may come up with some other random shenanigan fee, and by the time you get to it, it's an extra $35 or $40 or something like that, and you're like, wait a minute, you're like, what is going on? What does that make you do? That makes you leave, okay? And that makes you leave, right? Mitch said I always bounce, right? So 41% of people, you guys, actually will abandon the cart, or they will stop emailing you, or they will stop responding to you on the telephone. If you have, hey, Two Diva, hey, woman, what's going on? They will stop responding to you guys if you have hidden fees. So what I always recommend for people to do, if you know that, you know, you have some pretty exorbitant shipping fees, or if you know that the shipping fees are a big turnoff for people, what I always tell people to do, if there's some type of fee or tax or something that you can't get around, you need to go ahead and just work that into the actual overall price of your product or your service or whatever it is. So that way, hey Keely, what's happening, honey? So that way people are not turned off, you know, they're not getting to like you, they're not starting to like you, and then all of a sudden they pop off, okay? And they don't want to talk to you anymore, and you can't get them to answer the phone because you just added, you know, you just increased the price by 33 to 35% with all of your fees and your taxes and those sorts of types of things. How do you integrate the money into your PayPal? What do you mean? Can you ask me that in a different way? Because in PayPal, you would just set the price. Like, you would calculate whatever it is and you would set the price like according to the button, or if you had a store. So I'm sure that's not what you're asking me. So I'm happy to answer your question. Just ask it to me in a different way, because I'm not understanding what you're trying to ask me right now. Yeah. You tried to pause the video. I don't think you can pause it because it's live. Maybe you can, and I just don't know it yet. I don't think that you can though, okay? All right, so you guys, make sure that you're upfront with your pricing, okay? And if there are any unavoidable fees or taxes or strange things like that, just go ahead and work them into the actual price. Oh, they're talking about my money bail. Oh, that's mine, honey. Everybody always trying to get my money bail. Catch your life. Are you selling personal products from your store? I have several Shopify stores. So one of my stores, I sell clothing and accessories and wigs and stuff like that. Yeah. I sell all kinds of stuff in my stores. Yes, you can't get my money bail. That's mine. Everybody been trying to get my money bail. Everybody that hears my money bail, they want the bail. You can't have it. It is mine. Okay. That is mine. And a girl got to have some for herself. Look, I'm out here giving y'all all this information for the free 99. You can't have everything. You can't have everything that I got, okay? Yes, Rachel. Sell it in my store. I've thought about that before, but I want it to be mine. Thank you, Wendy. Everybody give me the threes. Give me the three. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Give me the three. Give me the three. If you just got here, my name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer and a business builder. I scope Monday through Thursday at 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time, tips and tricks to help you catch coins, pay for the folds, and all of the money that you are missing. If you need help making money with your social media, if you need help with CBO, sales funnels, offline, all that kind of stuff, push the pimp and subscribe. If you're over here in Instagram, make sure that you give me a good old follow, okay, on the page, all of that good stuff. Turn on the notifications and some stuff like that. Blink, 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 to make sure that you do not miss what we're talking about, okay? Let's see. It's on Android. It was only on iPhone, but they released it for Android either last night or early this morning. And so, because I'm Instagramming live and from my Droid right now. I'm on my phone, so it's on phone now. Is that you can actually live on phone now? You couldn't up until like yesterday, but now we can, right? Everybody, thank you for all of the threes. And by the way, if you're interested in learning more about Facebook, I have 2 Facebook workshops this weekend. They are on sale until I end the broadcast tonight. So you got about an hour to go over and register at the sales price. You can go to bit.ly/FB training 13, bit.ly/FB training 13. Let's see, Lauren, you said you're getting mixed reviews with Instagram Live. You know what? I don't know how anybody can give you a mixed review about Instagram Live yet, because the feature hadn't really been around for the majority of people too long. Like, what is it? It's not even a week yet that like the majority of Instagrammers have had the feature. So I'm not really sure how people can give a mixed review yet. And y'all know how different features are in the beginning. They're always constantly working on them and always constantly, you know, improving them. So, you know, I don't know. Anyway. Let's see. How are you able to find quality wholesale products successfully? Mrs. Diddlejohn. Okay. So to answer that, I will be honest. It took me some years to find some of the vendors that I found that were quality wholesalers. Sometimes I visited some of their manufacturing plants and some of the distribution centers. And then something else that you can do, Mrs. Diddlejohn, if you can find someone, I started calling vendors in other states, because people who were, and it makes sense, right? Strategically, if you're close to me, if you're within like a 50-mile proximity of me, you're not going to help me out. No one's going to train their competitor. Darcel, put that question back up. I'm about to miss it, honey. No one's going to train their competitor, right? So I started reaching out to people who were in other states who had a similar business model of mine, or they were selling some of the same types of products and services that I wanted to sell. They would give me insight into different vendors that I could speak with that had good quality products on the wholesale side. Also, Mrs. Diddlejohn, you want to start going to some different conventions and conferences, and you want to go to trade shows. They have huge trade shows no matter what industry you're in. I promise there's at least one trade show every year where you have all of these vendors from all over the world that will come, and they will showcase their goods and their products and their services. And you can learn all sorts of types of things about them. You can grab testers, set up accounts, whatever it else that you want to do. Can I find your personal email somewhere for further questions? What you can do is go to ashlyannspeaks.com, 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 and you can register for a 15-minute free strategy session when you go over to the site. And if you know for a fact that you want to do some one-on-one business building, I do not have any more programs that they don't start until the top of the year, because I'm after I finish my workshops this weekend, I'm on vacation. So I'm happy to help, but your girl needs a break. Okay, I work extremely hard, and I got to get a break, or I ain't gonna be no good to nobody next year. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, I'm more than happy to help you. But if you want to do the free strategy session, you can do that. And then as far as like a personal email, my clients have my personal email, but I'm gonna just put it out there. If you ain't no paying client, you ain't getting my personal email, because y'all be trying to get a girl to work for free, and I'm already giving you enough free 99 as it is right now. Thank you for dropping that website, Black Business Live. Look, the people, y'all always be trying it. Let me tell y'all. Now I know that some of you guys are not being malicious when you try this, okay? But you be trying it. Y'all go around asking people to do work for y'all for free all the time. Now, because you don't realize that you're asking me to do the work, because people pay me large companies pay me $12.50 an hour to come in and consult with them, okay? Small business owners and consumers pay me $7.50 an hour, because I get such amazing results for people. Ask the people in Periscope, Instagram. Y'all don't know about me, but y'all about to get on me. Okay, y'all don't know about me yet on the gram, but you're about to know about me. So I have so many clients that I do phenomenal work, and they get great results, and they're dropping all of these receipts constantly. I have a waiting list that is like 90 days long for people to work with me. So I'm working through that. And because of that, because I get paid, right? Think about it, I'm getting paid $1,200 an hour for my advice. When you send me an email and you say, hey, can you go over and review my Instagram account for me? Or will you come and look inside of my Facebook group and tell me what I'm doing wrong? That's consulting. That's work. Because if I come in and I tell you what you're doing wrong and I fix your problem, I just made you some money. So if you want me to come in and work for you and research and stock and chicken hawk and assess your market and tell you who you need to target and what you need to tighten up in and how to do it, you got to pay for that. Blink, blink, blink. No tea, no shade, not trying to be disrespectful, but people have a very bad habit of asking people to work for them for free. And y'all think that you're just the only person asking. I'm not. This is not being egotistical. This is just real talk. I'm in very high demand. And you would be amazed with the amount of emails that I get on a regular basis and the amount of messages I get through Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's literally hundreds, okay? It's literally hundreds a day. So y'all think it's just one you think you're just one person when you're asking me this, but you're not one. You're like one of hundreds who are asking me this, which brings me to another point. This is free 99 outside of the free 99 that you're getting. Okay. I want y'all to keep this in mind when you're going into 2017. Okay. The reason I have been able to build my clientele so fast, the reason I'm able to build such a strong network, the reason I'm able to get people to refer me, when I go to people, I don't ask people to give me stuff. A lot of y'all have a very bad habit of asking people to give you stuff. Asking people, you're asking people to inconvenience themselves on a regular basis and you don't even realize it. Instead, I have the mindset of how can I help you? How can I add value to you? Even when I go to a networking meeting, I'm trying to figure out how can I add value to people, not what can I get from someone. And because I have that mindset and I'm offering people something, I'm offering them value, they're willing to pick up the phone for me. They're willing to answer my emails. They're willing to become friendly with me. And they're willing to give me other opportunities that they are not giving to you guys because you're one of the many people who are asking them for something. So if you meet 95% of the people on the planet and they're asking you for something, when you meet someone who wants to give you something or who wants to help you or wants to build something with you, they automatically stand out. They have automatically differentiated themselves. And I tell y'all all the time, free 99 gets me paid 99. One of the reasons that I'm able to live the life that I can afford right now is because I am a giver. Okay. Y'all see it? You see that double crown molding up there? Catch your life, okay? The reason that I have such a large, waiting list and I'm able to turn down clients on the event side and stuff like that is because I spend a large majority of my time giving. Whatever you put out, it comes back. So if you're a good client, guess what? Good customers come to you, right? If I'm putting out lots of amazing information into the universe, guess what? I receive a continuous flow of referrals and clientele and those sorts of types of things. That's right. Open hands. You open when you give, but also when your hand is open, you can receive. So I want y'all, when you're going into 2017, instead of always asking people trying to see what you can get from people or trying to juice people, or it's not even juicing, but really come from the mindset of how can I add value to someone sometime. And you will be amazed with the opportunities that you will receive in your life. Okay, y'all hold on, because I know if y'all are on Instagram, y'all heard my phone make the low battery sound. So let's see if we can get this mounted up. Hold on, Periscope. I'm gonna slide y'all. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is so dangerous right now because my iPad mini is not in the stand. If y'all see how I had this rigged up right now, y'all would be like, oh my gosh. Because I know if I drop this iPad mini, I'm gonna cry. I know I am. Y'all see this? This is shenanigans. This is so informal. I'm just so disrespectful right now. Oh. If I can reach it. And I got all this crap all over my counter. Y'all, I'm so close. I'm trying to get it so it can plug up because I know y'all need these other 7. Weren't we on number 3? Boom, there we go. I didn't hear it beep though. I'm trying to line them up so I can see the comments at the same time. I did something that, I made all the comments go away. Are y'all still there? Oh, there we go. Well, look at that. Okay, y'all, so I just learned something about Instagram Live. Okay, I just learned something about Instagram Live. If you touch the screen while you're broadcasting, all the comments disappear. I just disabled the comments when I touched the screen. Let me try it again. Yep, sure did. Y'all can see me, but I can't see y'all now. So if you're Instagramming Live, and I guess if you're distracted by comments or if you don't want to see them, if you touch the screen, at least on the Droid, it disables the comments. Okay, we learned something new tonight. Blink, blink, blink. Okay, All right, y'all. Now, number 4, okay? Number 4, and it's a big delay on Instagram. Oh, is it really Party Saver? I thought maybe it was just a delay in me getting the comments. I didn't know that it was a delay with them hearing what I was saying, okay? Number 4, number 4, number 4, number 4, number 4, number 4, number 4. Number 4, number 4, number 4. Oh, no, you didn't miss number 3. I didn't give you number 3. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked because I gave you some free 99. Number 3 is selections and options, you guys. Number 3 is selections and options, okay? People, it's natural instinct. You want to comparison shop. Okay, people like to comparison shop. So you need to make sure that you have some type of tiered pricing is your friend, and then also you need to have some type of, I like to call it like an introductory price, but that's your low price option. Okay, you need a low cost option. A lot of people, they're not going to be willing to pay whatever your initial price is right out of the gate, okay? But to get them comfortable with you, you want to basically give them something that they can try, that does not cost as much, that's not a huge commitment, and so they can see how they feel about your services or your products or whatever it is that's going on, all right? So make sure that you have a low cost product. Think about it as a gateway drug. And like I said, whenever you got that low cost product popping, you need to make sure that you are treating it like it's $1 million product, because this is basically what's going to determine if you have a lifelong customer or if they're never going to use your services or products again. Okay. Now, number 4 is testimonials, okay? Like I told you guys earlier, I told you 90% of people, they put a great deal of faith into the testimonials and the referrals of their friends, family, peers, even strangers, okay? So make sure you have some testimonials on your page from time to time. And it's not enough to type out the testimonial, because there are so many people that put up fake testimonials right now. You need to make sure that you take a screenshot, or if your actual client can tag you on Facebook, like if they'll write your name to something, if they refer you, if they put up pictures and they tag you to them, if they put up pictures of themselves using the product or your service, so you can put up pictures of them. It's really important that people know that these are actual real people that have used your product or your service or been to your blog or your store or whatever it is that you have going on, especially in the Facebook land, because everybody has friends of friends, and whenever something appears on Facebook, it shows up on their timeline. So that means everyone in their network has access to it as well. All right. Number 5, number 5, number 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. If you just got here, my name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer, and I have glitter in my face. But more importantly to you, I'm a business builder. I teach you how to get the coins, paper that folds, and all of the money that you are missing. I have a super special gift, okay? When the Lord, if he gave me a superpower, basically he gave me the gift of business. I'm able to create targeted audiences on social media platforms and convert those people into buyers. So if you need help with Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook ads, or LinkedIn, push the pay pimp and subscribe. And if you're on Instagram, give me a good old follow if you are not, okay? Hey to everybody on Instagram that's popping into the room. Lovely to see you guys as well over here, okay? So number 5 is interest. People, thank you. Thank you, Elaine. You're so sweet. Okay, number 5 is interest, you guys. Interest, 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 okay? When it comes time to making money on Facebook, this carries over beyond Facebook. This is on any social media platform. Your job is to create interest, okay? It is not to sell, and shove things down people's throat. It is to create interest whenever you're having conversation, interest in showcasing the work, interest because you are giving people value. Now get this is the gag. The value that you offer to people needs to get them ready to consume your product. Okay, so if I'm adding value, is because it's in preparation for you consuming whatever my product is. So let's say I was going to teach a class on, let's say I was going to offer a workshop on decorating Christmas wreaths. And I need people to register for my workshop for Christmas wreaths. So I need to create interest about Christmas wreaths, right? If I just got on Periscope and just got on Instagram out the blue and said, hey, we're going to do a workshop on Christmas wreaths, I'm probably going to have a really hard time making sales. So what I want to do is start pre-launching anywhere from 30 to 60 days out. And so a lot of you guys make this mistake on Facebook. You just all of a sudden get up and you make an announcement or a drop and you're like, well, I told people about it, but nobody bought it. Well, you didn't drum up any interest in the subject matter. So what you're going to do is you're going to start posting maybe random facts about Christmas trees and Christmas music. And maybe you're going to start talking about who's your favorite Christmas audience. And you're going to ask people like, what's your favorite Christmas song or tradition? And then periodically you're going to throw in a picture of a wreath, and then you may give some type of cool fact about decorating wreaths or the favorite colors or the supplies or how to find a good quality wreath or where you can get the wreaths on sale, or how long it typically takes to decorate a Christmas wreath. What's the difference between outdoor and indoor wreaths? What types of lights can you put on them? What tips about your cords? I don't know. You're just going to start giving all this information that's related to your wreath course, because you have to create interest and you have to target people or find people who are interested in that subject. The way that you find people, you're going to look at who's liking, you're going to look at who's commenting, and you're going to look at who is sharing. Those are the people who are telling you that they are interested in that subject matter. And it is a blessing if they ask a question, because if they ask a question, now you know what type of content to create. You create the content based around the questions that they're asking. So now you're making a Christmas wreath right now. That's funny, Sharonda. So now whenever you offer this workshop on making these holiday wreaths, you're more likely to sell tickets now, okay? Hey, Steve, what's going on? Hey, D, what's happening? Let's see. Is that Terry Talks? Hey, Terry Talks. Sorry, y'all. On Instagram, the names are really small. Periscope, they're pretty big. They're small over here, okay? So, anyway, is when you're on social media, your job is to create interest. So whenever I'm putting out content, my content is in preparation to get people ready to consume my products or services. So again, that's where it falls in. It's handy if you're either a curator, an expert, or you're an enthusiast, right? In whatever your industry is, right? And whoever is in here giving unsolicited and unworded advice, you can sit on down, all right? You obviously are someone who has the takeover spirit. If you want to take over, or you want to come and give your opinion, then you should exit my scope and go into your own broadcast and hit the big red button and hit broadcast. Bucko, I don't know what is up with you people with the takeover spirit, but you can sit on down in the name of Jesus. Blink, blink, blink. Catch that, right? Now, everybody ready for number 6? Give me the sixes. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. 6. Some people ain't got no home training. I promise. Y'all ain't got none. Rude.com. Rude.com. Hey, Kimberly Hayes Taylor. And then he'll swear that I'm being rude to him. Get a life, okay? Rude. Y'all, this is the thing. Whenever the takeover spirit, honey, they be trying to come in here tough on you, girl. This is the thing. When I go into other people's broadcasts, or I go into your home, or I go into your place of employment, I don't tell you what to do unless you ask, right? Why? Because that makes you a jerk. When you give unsolicited advice and unwarranted advice, you guys, that makes you a jerk. Okay? Know this. If someone asks you for the advice, that's a different story. If ain't nobody ask you, you are either trying to take over or being a know-it-all. Either way is not a good look. I go in, I shut my mouth, and I'm polite, right? And if somebody asks me, then I fess up, right? If they don't, if they don't ask me, I don't say anything. I smile and I mind my business, okay? Number 6, you guys. Oh, Instagram died, Steve. Okay, my bad. Okay, number 6, Number 6 is making sure that you have quick loading pages. Okay, so if you are remember when we're on Facebook, typically we're trying to get people either to come to our Shopify stores, or they're going to our websites, or they're going to a landing page because we want them to like opt into a list or download a coupon or something. Whatever it is, a lot of times it involves taking people away from Facebook onto another site to purchase with us or sign up for a list. So it's really important that you have a very very fast loading page. Your page needs to load in under 3 seconds, you guys. Whatever servers you're using, whatever hosting you're doing, whatever websites, if that means you have to scale down some of your images or take away some of them, whatever you need to do, you need to make sure that those pages are loading in about 3 seconds or less. And you really need to make sure that you pay special attention to your mobile websites, because for me, now this may be different for some of you guys, but for me, anywhere from 72 to 80% of people at any given time, the first time they visit one of my websites is through a mobile device. So my mobile websites make me a lot of money, and my mobile websites are really important to me. And if I know that I have this many people in my audience who are visiting me, either through a tablet or a cell phone, I need to make sure that I need to make sure that I'm paying special attention to those pages, right? And I need to make sure that the loading time works really well in the picture and the images. And if there's a form, that it all shows up, inside of the mobile devices. Sorry for asking so many times. What'd you ask, Darcel? I missed it. Go ahead and put it back up. Let's see. Instagram looks better and Scope sounds better. I don't know, Steve. Droids do have better cameras than the iPhones. They really do. They do. That's true. So I am on the iPad mini, so maybe that's why the sound is better over here. Have you ever started a smaller business to fund a larger dream business? If so, how did you do it? Yes, I did, but that is another scope. And we ain't gonna get through the 10. Let's see. Nope, it's true. It's true. I know people that use them both. The Droids have better cameras. Hey, Sexy Pants, what's going on? Mr. Justin Brown Fitness, you guys. If you do not know him on Instagram, you should be following him. On Periscope, you should be following him. And on Snapchat, you should be following him for sure. The man is entertaining, my God. Okay, and he helps you look good naked. I guess the man with the takeover spirit must have got on down, because he ain't said nothing else, did he? Amazing. Anyway, number 7, you guys. Everybody give me the 7. Give me the 7s. Give me the 7s. And if you do not know me, my name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer and a business builder. I scope Monday through Thursdays at 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tips and tricks to help you catch the coins, pay for the folds, and all of the money that you are missing. On Instagram, I don't know how often I'm going to talk to y'all yet. I don't know if it's going to be every day or 2 days during the week. I don't know. This is my first one. But I think I'm into it, so I probably will try it again, okay? If you just got here tonight, we are talking about how to make money with your Facebook, and I'm doing a Q&A for Facebook ads. So feel free to ask your questions and I will answer blank, blank, blank. The entertaining one. What's the entertaining one, Rachel? Let's see. Do you buy wholesale or sell on landing page or contracted through other business for a percent? Okay, so when you're talking about contracted through other businesses, I think you're talking about affiliate programs. I do have some affiliate accounts, but my affiliate accounts are not like my major money makers for me. They definitely make me money here and there. And for me personally, what I do with my affiliates, I just drop them. Like if there's a blog post and it's relative to it, or if there's some article or something that I'm sending to people and it's related to it, or if someone actually needs the service, that's what I do with my affiliate links. But I do know people who make, a good amount of money with affiliate links. Like they're making $60,000, $70,000 just doing nothing but affiliate marketing. So you definitely can make a living with it and build whole entire pages with it. Can you get money with me? You can come to some of my courses and programs, but I work alone. I don't have any business partners. That's not what I do. Blink, blink, blink. Then, as far as wholesale products, are you referring to drop shipping when you're talking about that? I mean, or if you're just talking about a regular retailer, even regular retails for the most part, those are all, they all are working with wholesalers. So yes, I do have some Shopify stores that operate that way. Honestly, unless you're manufacturing something yourself or building something yourself, you're pretty much working with a wholesaler, right? To get your products and services, to get your products and sell them. So yeah. You got a business startup question? Go ahead, shoot. All right, you guys. Oh, I didn't give you number 7. Targeting. Okay. You are over on Instagram. Not a good connection though. Okay, naturalist. Well, thank you for coming over to the Scoposphere. Yes. Bloop. Are Amazon book reviews good as testimonials? Later is a liar. I think that they seem to be for people who come over to the they seem to be for cold traffic. I feel like people who you meet in public, people who you meet at live events, people who follow you on your other social media platforms, they are, you know, if they feel like they're gonna buy your book, they just gonna roll over and buy your book. They don't care about the book reviews on Amazon. I think book reviews are more for people who are unfamiliar with you, and if they're searching for a book in your category, or if they're searching for, you know, if they're searching in that category and they see your book, then the testimonials will persuade them to buy. Does that make sense? But people who already like you, or they know you from an event or something, or they just want to come and support you and buy your book, I'm not reading your book review. I buy people's books all the time. And if I know I'm going to buy the book, I just go buy it. Would you pay top dollar for a logo or a shop for a cheaper price? I wouldn't pay top, or I wouldn't pay bottom. What I normally do with a lot of stuff is I normally get 5 estimates. I always throw out the highest estimate and I throw out the lowest estimate, and then I choose between the 3. Now in the 3, I'm looking for good quality. I'm looking for how many different variations they're going to give me of the logo. So like if it's going to be, if they're going to give me a JPEG, a vector, and a PNG or something like that. I'm looking for how many edits they're willing to give me based off of the logo. I'm looking for the turnaround time. You know, and I'm looking for the quality of work. I'm looking for stuff like that, because you get what you pay for. So normally if you're paying for the cheapest, in my experience, the cheapest is normally crappy. The only time the cheapest isn't crappy is when someone is starting up and they have introductory prices. And so then they're normally just cheap because they got to get some clients. Right? They got to get some clients in their portfolio. Right? Oh, shoot, y'all. I got 21 seconds left on Instagram. It's on a timer. I didn't know. Okay. Instagram. Number 8, boost posts. Boost posts are a great way to make money with your Facebook. Number 9, retargeting campaigns. Number 10, showcasing your work. If you are on Instagram, come to Periscope at King Ashley Ann. I love you guys. I only got 2 seconds left. I didn't know it was on a timer. Dang. It cut off, y'all. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. It's over. Okay, let me look at the clock. Okay, so Instagram, you have like 59 minutes pretty much, because I got on, I remember it was 11:09 because I told you the time. Can I restart? I probably can. Let's see, because it sure just cut me off, honey. It did that. Let's see what happened. Yeah, I can restart. That's funny. Oh, you're a designer. That's why you asked to see how y'all think. Yeah, well, that's how I think. Since you're a designer, I always throw out the lowest and I always throw out the highest bid. And then I start comparing the other 3. I start comparing the other 3 after that. Everybody in Instagram land, you know, it cut us off. I don't know what to say, you know, so if you get back in, just jump into the conversation, okay? It did that. All right, y'all. So I was talking about targeting, y'all. Targeting for me is how I really started to make a good amount of money. I really started to make a lot of money when I targeted. I went to, y'all, I have an MBA, okay? So I'm like actually educated. I have 2 degrees. You know, I went to school and I learned about entrepreneurship and all of that. And I did what they told me to do. And I'm not going to say that it wasn't working, but the world has changed when it comes to marketing and advertising. And thank God that, you know, I learned about social media, and because social media is how I have built my business. You definitely can still build your business offline, but when it comes to getting an actual return on investment with your ads, I have never gotten the return back on a print ad, right? the way that I do whenever I run a boost post on Facebook or a Facebook campaign. Also, even whenever you are going to run print ads and radio ads and television commercials and stuff like that, you need to make sure that you're only running your ads to people who really care about your product or service, right? So if I care, like, for instance, let's say, let's say you're having a reggae, you're going to have a reggae festival. Let's say you're going to have a reggae festival. If I'm going to have a reggae festival, I'm not going to pick every radio station that I can think of to run the ads for my reggae festival. If there's a radio station in town that plays 24/7 reggae, then I probably want to run my commercials on the reggae radio station, right? I want to figure out other things about the people that like reggae. Where do they live? What television show do they watch? What news stations do they watch? What restaurants do they like to go out and eat? And I want to post up flyers, and I want to advertise in those magazines, and I want to be on those radio ads. It's the same thing with your social media. You've got to become a targeter. So if a lot of people in your audience are, let's say they're a member of We Love Reggae group on Facebook or something, well, then you need to become a member of the We Love Reggae group, and you need to hang out and you need to talk to them. And then whenever you go into Facebook ads and you're in the ads manager and power editor, thank you, Shawtown, you need to type in We Love Reggae and see if that group pops up. And if it does, then you can run ads, right, to people who are part of that community. So they're going to find out about your reggae festival. So that's what I mean about targeting. I look like an awesome lion. Thank you. An awesome lion. That's funny. Okay. Number 8, you guys, is boost posts. People say that boost posts don't work. I love boost posts. I think boost posts are the safest way to run ads on Facebook, especially when you're new to Facebook and you don't know anything about it. Boost posts are awesome, but let's see, do you think flyers are effective nowadays? I don't. Why? Because I do events, I see all the flyers on the ground. I see whenever people tag flyers in parking lots, and I see people like literally take the flyer and throw it off of their car, or they put it in a trash can, because again, it's wasted traffic. You're giving out flyers to people who you don't know if they're interested in whatever that production is or product is or services or whatever it is. You've got to be an effective targeter. Now, if you were going to hand out flyers to people and you knew for a fact that those people were interested in that event and they would hold on to the flyer, then it makes sense, right? Shotgun marketing is out, so target marketing is big. So boost posts, you guys, is one of the coolest Facebook ads ever. Those are the ads that are based on giving you engagement. So those are the ads that they generate so that people want to like and post and share and comment and those sorts of types of things. As a default, if you have done a good job targeting your audience for this boost post, they are going to click over to your website, okay, or click over to buy your product, or click over to to opt into your list. So I love boost posts because for me, they've always built my list, they've always given me leads, and they've always given me page likes. And 7 times out of 10, if you're on my list, you're gonna buy something from me. Blink, blink, blink. Whether you know it or not, you gonna buy something from me. 70% of the people on my list are buyers, which is amazing, right? It's incredible. And if you like my page, then I can come back and retarget or remarket to you later. Flyers for church craft fair, Facebook page better. If it's a church craft fair, you got to look at your demographics and you got to look at the age of the people there. So if you have a lot of people that go to your church and they don't use Facebook, then you wouldn't make a Facebook page, right? But if you have a lot of really young people that go to your church and that's who you want to come to the church craft fair, then you need to make sure that the Facebook ads are showing up to them, and they probably do want a Facebook page where they can keep up with the event and where you can put updates there. Everything is not just better for Facebook. Again, you have to look at the audience. So if you know there's a lot of people that don't use Facebook that go to that church, and you know that a lot of them are not even checking their Facebook, it would be a waste of time and a waste of energy just to create this big, huge campaign for Facebook, right? So you got to look at who you're trying to target. Yeah, like y'all, I don't believe in wasting traffic. I know what you meant. God dang typos, autocorrect. Yeah, you got to look at who you're targeting at the end of the day. Whenever you're deciding what social media platform to be on, who to run your Facebook ad to, if you should run a Facebook ad or not, if you should print out an old school flyer, you got to look at the person. How do you find your audience target? You need to come to the workshop. Blink, blink. No, I already told you guys that at the beginning. That was number one in the conversation. And I ran down a list of stuff that you should be asking. Any ideas for raising money for Boost Post as a startup? You can run your Boost Post for $1 a day, so you shouldn't have to raise any money for your Boost Post. That's another reason Boost Posts are great. Like, you literally can get on Facebook and you can set your Boost Post budget for $10 for 10 days, and they will run it at $1 a day in real life. Like, seriously, you just have to be an effective targeter. So in order for Boost Posts to work, you want to be a good targeter, because when I do Boost Posts, y'all, I have ads that are costing me 2 cents a click. Like 2 cents for people to click over to my website and to join my list. It's nuts. 5 cents for people to go and fill out the lead form on my event design and production company. If you're a good targeter, Amanda, they're extremely effective. When I first started, you guys, my Facebook ads budget was $50 a month. Real talk. When I first started running Facebook ads, my budget was $50 a month. And with $50 a month, I was able to normally generate about $40,000 in revenue from my $50 a month, because I was just starting out. I really didn't know what I was doing. You know, I was just trying to figure stuff out. And the better I got at targeting, this is the thing, when you target, you literally are putting your ad or your product, your service, your offer, you're sticking it in front of people's faces who are actually interested in your services and product. So that's why number one in the conversation was the very first thing that I led with, and why it's so important. And a lot of times people don't see conversation as they don't see it as valuable when it comes to Facebook. They think they don't see it as a money making tool or money making opportunity, but what you're doing is you're collecting the data from the conversation, and Facebook is the easiest way to get it. How do you start a Facebook Boost Post? You go to your Facebook page and you post something on the business page, and a little blue button appears and it says Boost Post. And it gives you the option, and you click the blue button to boost the post, and then it's going to ask you the location, the age, and it's going to let you put in interest. And when I do my Boost Post, depending on who I'm trying to target, but when I do a Boost Post, I have anywhere from 10 to 30 interests inside of there. When I'm doing a Boost Post, and I let that sucker go. You missed it somehow. Amanda, you have to have run an ad. So make sure that you are in your actual ad account and not your personal account. Because there are two. Because if you have, like, if your page is hooked, like my Ashley Ann's page is hooked into my like Ashcat Facebook page, right? But then my Flowers by the Dozen, my Club Social, NSGA, Events by Ashley Ann, and there's another one. They all are inside of their own separate ads account, and I run those through the Business Manager. So those aren't connected to that page. So go and look and see which one you're in. And you may not be having the option because you may not have the page hooked to your ads account. So make sure. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So it's just like the IG ad system. Yes, Facebook owns Instagram. So whenever you run an Instagram ad, you're really running it through Facebook. Even if you don't have a Facebook account, it's still running through Facebook. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but Facebook owns Instagram. So that's why, if you have an ads account, you will notice that Facebook recently did an update, and y'all know how they gave you the option, like, was it a month or two ago, and they gave you the option to link your Instagram account to your Facebook account. Some of you guys should have just gotten the update where they have them all inside of one inbox now. So if you go into your Facebook business, if you go into your ads manager app on Facebook, the inbox has merged together. So if you have a Facebook business page that's linked with an Instagram business account now, all of your messages show up in that one inbox. for the accounts that are merged together. I don't know if you guys knew that or not either, but yeah, it's definitely there because mine updated this week. Yeah, so that's there too. But yes, Facebook owns Instagram, so that's how that works. Yep. Good questions, you guys. All right. So number 9, everybody give me the 9s. Everybody give me the 9s. If you just got here, my name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer and a business builder. And I scope Monday through Thursday at 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time, tips and tricks to help you catch the coins, paper that folds, and all of the money that you are missing. Okay. If you need help with your social media, your CBO, your sales funnels, all of that, push the little piggy pimp and make sure you subscribe. All right. And tonight we're talking about Facebook ads. All right. Number 9 is retargeting campaigns, you guys. Retargeting, aka remarketing, is a lifesaver. It will make you a crap load of money. It is one of the greatest things since sliced bread because you literally can come up with custom ads. You can come up with custom offers based on what websites people have visited. You can do them based off of what pages they've visited, how much time they've spent on your page. Okay. If they came to your page and they didn't buy something, you can create all kinds of ads based on what is there. One of the ones that does one of the ones that does the best for me is I run a campaign when people pop over and they sign up for one of my lists, right? It's a Periscope list. It's like a free Periscoper training or something that they sign up into. So once they sign up and hit the thank you page, I know that they've opted into the list. No, it's not. It's not for Periscope. It's for Facebook. This one is for Facebook. It's like some type of Facebook workshop or something that's free that they can come to. So once they sign up for the workshop and they go through it, I set a remarketing campaign or retargeting campaign to go back out to the people, only the people that made it over to that thank you page, because that's how I know that they sign up for the list, right? So once they do that, I put out a video ad and I'll be like, hey, it's me, Miss Ashley Ann. You just signed up for this Facebook class, and I know that you need some more help with your Facebook ads and you want to be able to target people the way that I'm targeting you right now. You need to come to this program, blah, 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 blah. And then I give them the whole sales pitch and it does tremendously well. And I tell them, the reason you're seeing this ad right now is because I'm targeting you. And they know that I am because I just called them out for going to my workshop and I give them the specific name of the workshop. So retargeting ads are really cool because you can come up with stuff. You can come up with things, you guys, that are specific for the clients and the customers. So however you want to talk to them, whatever you want to say to them. So let's say you have an online boutique and people go into your store and they abandon their cart. Like they set up, they registered everything. Maybe you don't know why they abandoned the cart. Maybe you think it's because the shipping cost is what caused them to leave their items. So what you would do is you would run a retargeting campaign to those people and you may offer them free shipping or something, but you may say it expires in like 12 hours or it expires on December, the 19th or whatever, to go ahead and encourage them to buy. So there's all sorts of different things that you can do with the actual retargeting campaigns. But basically what makes it happen is, I know, Steve. Ain't nobody worried about these comments. These folks is out of control. Cyber thugs are everywhere. But what basically happens when you create a retargeting campaign, Facebook takes a little pixel or the code, they implant it on your site, and it sends a little message back to Facebook, and it's tracking the people that are coming over and visiting, and it implants the little cookie on the people. So now you can have your ad show to them. Something really cool that they have going on right now, if any of you guys have Shopify stores, they now have the technology to show dynamic ads. So they can take it a step further, and whatever the people actually put into their cart and they abandon, they can make that item show up in they can make it show up in the ad on Facebook. So it keeps following them around. I don't know if any of you guys have tried any of the dynamic ads. I just turned mine on this week. So I'm going to see how well they do compared to some of the other retargeting campaigns that we're trying. But I was really excited. It seems like a good idea. So I'm excited to try it. Amazon, yeah, everybody does it, Steve. Everybody cookies the crap out of you. I'm only seeing your ads from your regulars as comments. Weird. What? You're only seeing them as comments. Maybe people are sharing. I'm not really sure. Thank you, 19617. I appreciate you. Okay. And finally, number 10, you guys, is showcasing your work. Okay. Showcasing your work. You want to make sure that you are subtle. Okay. Remember, I told you, even though we're doing the 80-20 rule with sales, and you definitely want to make an offer, you know, part of the time, 80% of the time, you want to be adding value. But when you're not adding value, you still have to make sure that people are actually showing that you still have to make sure that people actually know what you do, right? So cool ways to showcase your work. Steve did a good job of this today. Right Way Photography. I was going down my Instagram timeline because I follow Steve, and he was showing the behind the scenes of a photo shoot. He was taking headshots for people, right? So he wasn't selling anything. Steve wasn't sitting there telling people like, hey, come and buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. But instead, what was happening is he was reminding people, hey, I'm a photographer. I can take your headshots. And so anyone else who needed headshots, they were immediately interested, right? Also on Facebook, I showcase my work. Sometimes I put up pictures of us like loading trucks or something like that, and I'll say working hard for our clients. Then sometimes I'll put up a picture of a beautiful event and I'll describe it. I love creating this and this and that or whatever. I put up pictures of my happy clients. Y'all know I do receipts all the time here in Periscope. People come in saying, Ashley, I made $9,000 this week, or I made $5,000, or I made $1,500 today, right? I made $20,000 during my Black Friday scope because of you, during my Black Friday sales and stuff like that. So whenever you're showcasing your work, you're not necessarily selling to your clients, but it's you talking about what you do as a profession, because that is a part of your life, and it's okay for you to do that on Facebook. Now, don't slip into the category where the only thing you're doing is talking about your work. What happens when you slip into that category is people unfollow you. So if people unfollow you and you're not showing up in their timeline, then all of a sudden you don't have a audience to market to, okay? So you want to make sure that it's more subtle, and it's more of saying, this is what I do, and highlighting your clients, your customers, your results, your behind the scenes, okay? When you get new things in, when you have a big accomplishment, if you're on a stage, if you're on a tour, if you're speaking, if you got to meet someone that was important. So things that are like related to your work and a part of your job, those are the types of things that remind people that this is what you do, and it further establishes you either as an expert, a curator, or an enthusiast. All right, you guys. So those are 10 things that actually work and actually help you make money on Facebook. All right. Any other questions, you guys, about Facebook and Facebook ads? You're so welcome. You're so very welcome. That's it. Yes. Thank you for dropping that link for me. I love to swap. I appreciate it. You can go to bit.ly/FB training 13 if you want to sign up for the Facebook ads workshop. That's right, Pastor Michelle. Broke is not cute. How often would you recommend showing your work? Mrs. Aspire, are you asking me for a personal page or a business page? Because I do have a different rule for my personal pages versus professional pages. Hey, Lady D, what's going on, honey? Oh, thank you, Lance. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate you. For personal pages, I really follow the 80-20 rule. So typically, do you have do you have to have a biz account to buy ads? Yes, Kim. You need an ads account. So on my personal pages, I do less than 20 on my personal page, and I still make a good amount of money from my personal page on Facebook. On my personal page, what I typically do is I do 2 posts per week. That normally keeps people from getting upset with me. And they will actually like and support and share the work and, talk to it with other people. So I'm talking about like direct posts, like a direct, come and book me, refer me, that sort of type of thing. Now I may do another 2 or 3 posts on top of that. Hey, Candice, what's going on, girl? I know, so you haven't been here forever. Good to see you. So the other 2 or 3 posts are going to be those posts like I was just telling you, like to showcase my work. So it's normally, you know, I may make a post like I may make a post, say something like late nights, early mornings, but I love my clients and seeing them happy, right? Then I may take a picture or something, you know, of a screen or a truck or something that we're building. Or I may take a picture of, hey, Real Talk Kim, nice to have you. Or I may take a picture of all of the flowers all over my counter. Some of you guys that follow me on Facebook, y'all seen that before. Y'all seen it on Instagram before too. And I'll say something like working the night shift. So that right there, right? It reminds people that I own an event design and production company and that we do marvelous work, but it's not me shoving it in people's face saying, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. But it still gets me customers and clients. Does that make sense? So twice a week is where I'm actually doing like a direct call to action. Go to my website. You know, if you just got engaged, go and check us out. If you need help with a milestone birthday, you know, I may say something like turning 50 or, you know, or turning 40 this year, want to have a fabulous dirty 30 party. And I'll put up some pictures, you know, we created this party for such and such, and we can do the same for you or something like that. Does that make sense? And I'm normally posting though my outside of those posts, I'm normally posting, I try and post at least 3 times a day on Facebook. This week I've been pretty busy, so I've been lucky to get like once a day a post in on my Facebook page, you know, as far as an update. But that's the general rule that I follow, if that helps you at all. Now I will say this, some of you guys do things that are related to food and fashion. People love to eat, y'all. Like, people are so hungry, okay? They act like they are starving, which we obviously are not in America, okay? But people love some food porn. They do. They cannot get enough of it. Do I do anything on LinkedIn? I do. I use LinkedIn to book my speaking engagements. So if you do anything that's involved with food, you can post as often as you want to. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. That means a lot to me coming from you. Thank you. But y'all, you can post all day with food. Nobody's going to complain. People love seeing food. They love seeing animals, and they love seeing babies. They never get sick of it. So if you're doing something and it's revolving around those 3, you can post 1,000 times a day, and I don't think people will get sick of it. In fact, I think it will help you. Okay. How do I book speaking on LinkedIn? That's some pay 99 information, sir. You tried it. If you book me, I will tell you how I book speaking engagements on LinkedIn. That is pay 99 big time. How many posts per week on a business page? Manda, on my business page, personally, we don't do more than twice a week as far as with our posts. But again, because we don't like to get on people's nerves. So for us, twice now there's going to be some stuff that you read and they're going to tell you 5 to 7 times a day on a business page. And I'm going to tell you, I have another page. If you go to the Club Social, or if you go to Ashley Ann Speaks, if you go to either one of those pages, I post 4 times a day on those pages. But I'm very rarely posting actual direct sales pitches. So maybe 2 times a month or 3 times a month, I may actually try and sell something on those pages. And it's normally like a workshop or a course or a class. The majority of time on my Ashley Ann Speaks page, I'm building my list, right? And those are running continuously every day. Some of you guys have seen the ads. But the other 3 times a day that I'm posting helpful articles. I'm posting helpful tips. I'm posting hacks. I'm posting how to create your own logos, just stuff that small business owners and entrepreneurs need. And because I'm posting helpful information like that, it doesn't get on people's nerves. I also post a lot of questions like, you know, who's your favorite singer from the 90s? You know, what was the last one I posted, y'all? Something silly, like if Facebook is the red pill. No, if Facebook is the blue pill, then what's the red pill? Like a fill in the blank. I post stupid random facts like, did you know that almonds and peaches are related to each other? Like, it's a random fact, but it's interesting, right? Now on my Events by Ashley Ann page, because it's a highly targeted niche and I don't want to get on people's nerves, for me, I feel like there's only so much helpful information that I can post about weddings and events, because everybody that follows me is not getting married, right? Or having a big birthday party or planning a corporate event. So on that page, I may post like a tip of the week or something. and I'll let the tip rotate, and then I may post like, just something to showcase my work, like one of the beautiful events or something that we did, and it'll circulate and get 4,000 or 5,000 likes or whatever, and it'll get a lot of comments, and it gets people into our inbox. So again, it depends on your industry. And if you're doing something with food or fashion, or even if it's not food or fashion, if you can find a way to add value where you always have some type of helpful tip or an article, or a blog or a video, or just something that actually helps people and interests them, something that's motivating, something that's inspirational, something that makes them happy, maybe something that makes them laugh. People that have funny pages, they can post a lot of stuff too. But if it's helpful, then you can post, anywhere from 3 to 5 times a day on your business page, and they're not going to get sick of you. If it is, if it's something that's like highly niched, and maybe you're a little bit more salesy, and you don't have a lot of helpful tips that you can pour into people like that, then I would say, just maybe twice a day or twice a week will suffice. And twice a week has been, a really good amount for us. And sometimes, I'm not going to lie to you, sometimes we may not do twice a week. If I have a post that's doing really, really well, I may let that post circulate for like 2 weeks before I post something new. If I have something and people are just loving the way that event looks, and it's getting a lot of shares and a lot of views and a lot of comments, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I may let it go for like 2 weeks before I post something else. So again, it depends on your page. And because I don't know, I don't know your business specifically and your clients and your customers, I can't give you a specific assessment. Like, we would have to do a one-on-one, like a laser session or some business building or something like that for me to come in, and learn some more about your audience and come up with a specific plan for you. Do your laser sessions include strategies for all social media, or do we have to decide on one? I normally in the laser session can do 2 social media profiles for you, because it's only like the one session. So it has the 45-minute assessment with it. And then we have the 90-minute session that comes with it after. And so anyway, 45 minutes, 90-minute session. And then your strategy, normally it takes people anywhere from 6 months to 18 months to implement the strategy, because it is literally like a full strategy. So I get in and I say, you need to post this, 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 and that. You need to post this many times a day. Your prices should be this. You should do this. You should do that, whatever. Does posting something else make the other posts stop getting hits? No. Does 10K tell me how to build? Put your question back up. I missed it. I missed your question. No, when you post something else, it doesn't stop your other posts from getting hits. Just for me, it's just kind of like, I'll be honest, I'm just lazy sometimes. Y'all, I'm everywhere. I'm like everywhere all of the time. And y'all know I don't have other people that manage my Facebook accounts and stuff. It's still me that does it, because this is what I do for a living. So I won't pass it off to another person. How much is a laser session? $750. So I won't pass it off to other people. So yeah. So sometimes, I may be dealing with somebody else's stuff or taking care of one of my clients. So I just, I'll be like, well, that post is doing fine. So I just let it go for another couple of weeks. But y'all will notice on the club social pages and on the Ashley Ann Speaks pages, I post on a regular basis, but I schedule those posts. The posts that come out on those pages, a lot of them are scheduled. And then every now and then I'll interject with something else. On my events page, though, I don't like scheduling the posts. I think that's kind of like the creator side of me. And y'all know how creative people are. We get all emotional about stuff, and we got to post based on how we feel. Even when we design, it's based on how I feel. Does 10K help me build an email list for possible new clients? Yes, but if you want to get into the specifics of you need to come up with this type of lead magnet, like specifically for your company, you would have to do a one-on-one with me, because that's the only way I know it. But it does give you 15 lead magnets, and like it does give you 15 lead magnet ideas. It also gives you the email list, because a lot of people don't know what to email to people. It gives you 2 full week-long email lists inside of there that you can mix and match and do whatever you want to do with it. It also tells you when to make your landing page, when to make your offer, how many times a day you should be asking people to join your list, and all of that. So yes, it helps you build your list. But if you want me to come in and give you like a specific lead magnet for your company, we would have to have a one-on-one. I would like to let you know I think you look beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for dropping that, Pastor Michelle. I appreciate it. I was trying to get something close to the paid academy because I missed the registration. Oh, 10K, the 10K Periscope Day will help. It has a lot of stuff in it. What I would do for you, the laser session is the closest. Yeah, probably so. What I would do for you, Kristen, I mean, there are tons of people who bought the 10K Periscope Day. I would hit up one of them on Instagram or, Twitter or something like that, or Facebook, and see how they're feeling about it. But a lot of them are telling me that they love it. Okay, do I read the 10K in specific order? Yes, it's listed in the workbook. The 10K Periscope Day comes with the workbook. It takes you from day 1 through day 55. And it also, at the front of it, is like a I'm having a brain fart. Y'all, what do you call that thing? Table of contents. Lord, it's late. Okay, it's late. It's almost 1 a.m. It has a table of contents in it. And it tells you the order that stuff goes in. I don't know what you're saying. You could be over there cussing me out. Get a life. You could be over there cussing me out. I have no idea what you're saying. Okay? I don't even know what you're talking about, but you can get a block too. I don't like your energy. I thought they were gonna stop after the first couple, and they just kept coming. They just kept commenting like, "What are you doing? Get your life. Have a seat. Sit on down." You start reading. Yes, my sugar rush. You should start reading and watching the videos, girl. Say long. Hey, what's going on? Infidel. Any other questions, y'all? I'll do one more question because I'm tired. Can you tell? I'm getting sleepy. My eyes are like, ugh. I'm surprised they're not crossing. Oh, thank you, Manda. Thank you. You're amazing, honey pie. Thank you for coming in with me. Yes, I can. Can you, Mish? I know, Mish. I'm like, ugh. Blah, blah. Let's see. I'm opening my business in Dubai. Ooh, which course would help me? What is your business in? What's your business in? Please get some rest. I will. I promise I will. Just popped in every scope tonight. Had to Charlie say hi. Hey! You've been blocking like crazy? Kim, girl, it's a job. The trolls are off the chain tonight. Let's see. Me too. Yeah, y'all. They're everywhere. Sorry. You're so trollicious. Hey, Lauren. Girl, I'm sleepy. How you doing? Tired, but you're still smiling. Hey, Kari. What's going on, Kari B? A hair company? Okay. Well, what are you doing about this hair company? Can you be more specific? Like, are you selling bundles? Are you selling wigs and weaves? Are you harvesting hair so you can make wefts and bundles? Are you going to be like a distributor? Like, what are you doing with the hair company? Because that would depend on where you should be. At the end of the day, it depends on who you're trying to reach and where those people are. That's what it boils down to. So if you're trying to do a lot of business to business, I would tell you to get on LinkedIn. If you're trying to do a lot of business to consumer, I would say you could sell through Periscope, Facebook, or Instagram. If you're trying to sell to people in a specific area, I would tell you to do Instagram and Facebook. That's how, honestly, it really breaks down. All of the above. Already have 2 locations in Atlanta. All of the above is the incorrect answer. You don't know me, but that's the wrong answer to give to me. Everybody is not your customer. All of the above is not your customer. And whenever you think that, you're always going to be limited in your profits whenever it comes to social media. So you need to come up with who you really want to target to. And that's what's going to determine where you should be and who you should be selling to. You need to come up with the age. You need to come up if they are business, if they're consumer, if they're high executive, if they're young. Do they watch Love and Hip Hop? Do they like to do the Tootsie Roll? Are they into Garth Brooks? Are these salon owners? Are they people who are looking to you, you know, as a wholesaler? You got to figure out who you're trying to reach, and from there, then you will know what you need to be. I mean is that we offer all of the above products. I know, but you're not telling me what you want to sell. I don't care what you offer. I mean, I do every type of event. Like, I literally do every type of event. We do corporate events. We do birthdays. We do weddings. We do baby showers. We do anniversaries. We do festivals. We do conventions. We do meetings. I plan concerts. I do all kinds of events, but I don't market every single event that I do. It depends on my customer that comes in through the door. And once I have an assessment with my customer, I determine what they need, right? We also do linens. We do lights. We do draping. We do floral. We do setup. We do breakdown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's several different things that we do, but you have to sit there, like, you have to say, I want to sell my hair to consumers, right? And I'm selling them bundles or wigs or wefts, or I am actually making the hair. So I need to so that means you want to sell to distributors, right? So that's what I mean. That's a B2B salon owners. I'm not finna get into this. Babe Savage, you need a one-on-one, okay? And I'm tired and I'm about to get a bad attitude with you. You need a one-on-one and you need a laser session. I am tired and I'm not finna get into this, okay? You still being very, very vague. Like, B2B is not enough. Are you going to distributors? Are you going to wholesalers? Are you going to salons? Are you selling to people who are selling the hair out of the back of their trunk? Are you trying to get girls on Instagram who are influencers to push the hair and sell it to other companies? Are you selling to independent contractors? Like you're being very vague. So I can't help you because you're not helping me to help you. And I need to go to bed because I'm getting a bad attitude. Okay, y'all, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the planet. I appreciate you so much for coming in with me. I really, really do. If it is morning time where you are, have a productive and prosperous day. If it is evening time, get yourself a good night's of rest, because I'm about to get in the shower and get myself a good night of rest because I am tired, okay? And I got a headache and I got a bad attitude. And I got a headache and I'm starting to get a bad attitude, okay? And that ain't what we want in our life, okay? So I love you all. Thank you for coming. I will catch y'all tomorrow night at 11:05. Thank you so much, all right? Bye.